I'm here today to talk to you about the science of predicting the Oscars. So, without any further ado, the likely winners are. So I look at Oscars the same way I do when I'm forecasting politics or economic indicators or even sports. Number one, polling. Polling traditional in politics, very hard to get, not very useful in Oscars because you can't poll the Academy. So let's forget about that. Number two, fundamental data. In Oscars, it's going to be questions like how well the movie is done in the box office, what is it rated, what are the rankings that you get on different websites that look at movies. The third thing, user-generated data, is experimental markets that I'm running on predictwise.com that look at the correlations between different movies. And also looking at social media data like Twitter and Facebook and search and seeing how often people are looking for these different things and the positive and negative sentiment. But the main source of data, number four, is prediction markets. Prediction markets are real money markets that buy and sell contracts. So for example, there's a contract right now on Argo winning Best Picture. The price of that contract is very closely correlated with the probability of victory, judged by the wisdom of the crowds, and is really helping me actually make forecasts in all 24 categories this year. All of my forecasts use the same models and same data. So let's start with the Best Supporting Actress category.
Yes, it's true. There's a child, and the child is my daughter. And her father abandoned us, leaving us flat.
Anne Hathaway has dominated from start to finish, swept all of the categories in different award shows that were similar to the Oscars, and has moved up to near certain as the winner in the Best Supporting Actress category. The Best Supporting Actor category is probably the most intriguing so far, as is the only one in the major categories that's neck and neck.
How can I hold that all men are created equal when here before me stands stinking the moral carcass of the gentleman from Ohio?
You're going to blow this whole charade, or more than likely get us both killed. And I, for one, don't intend to die in Chickasaw County, Mississippi, USA.
With Tommy Lee Jones of Lincoln having a slight lead over Christoph Waltz, this is a race where we say it's pretty much a toss-up. The Best Actress category is one in which we've had a little bit of movement over the last month from the original nominations until today. Jennifer Lawrence from Silver Linings Playbook has moved into a fairly comfortable lead with about a 70% chance of winning this category. We have about 20% chance going to the lead actress from the foreign film, Amour, but probably most interesting to most people is that the Zero Dark 30 lead actress has slipped down into single digits. This is interesting in regards to Zero Dark 30, as we've seen it slip in many categories over the last month, as there's been a lot of critical concern over its depiction of torture, and is likely to pick up very little in this Oscars. The Best Actor category is an interesting one.
And must my name until I die be no more than an alibi, must I lie?
Euclid's first common notion is this: things which are equal to the same thing are equal to each other.
Here you have a case where Hugh Jackman of Les Mis and Daniel Day-Lewis of Lincoln are separated in a lot of the award shows because one's a musical and one's a drama. But even though they've both been doing extremely well, the prediction markets showing near certainty that Daniel Day-Lewis will win this category, and not a surprise to most people out there, but this is a tough one to get data-driven to be able to show that this is really a slam dunk for Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm going to have to talk about Best Director and Best Picture together because it's really an interesting story. You start out with the Oscar nominations, where Lincoln got a Best Director nomination, but Argo did not. Immediately, that put the spotlight on Lincoln as the most likely to win both Best Director and Best Picture. As the award season progressed, though, Argo continued to sweep awards in both the director and picture categories, which brings us now to right before the Oscars. We still have Spielberg from Lincoln as a heavy favorite to win the Best Director category. Why? Because the guy who's been beating him, Ben Affleck, isn't nominated. And if you're not nominated, you can't win. Now for Best Picture though, where both Lincoln and Argo are there, we're gonna go where the awards are going and give a huge favorite to Argo, which has been sweeping the awards, to win the Best Picture category despite missing its director from the director's category.